All right, Buff Nation. First and foremost, get a good look at this setup behind me. This is the last time that you're probably going to see this. So, sadly, not moving back to Colorado or anything like that, just moving down the road, but I am moving and got another office I will have set up tomorrow or maybe by Tuesday. So, it's going to be awesome, but I'm getting into 3 transfers that must hit this year for our Colorado Buffaloes and Coach Prime to get back to their winning ways, to shock the world, all right, to be in on this Big 12 conference title, okay? Got 3 names for you. So be sure to smash that like, subscribe, get in the chat, and we'll go ahead and get started after I say thank you to Kalshi for sponsoring the video. Code in the description, DTB. Link is in the description. $10 bonus deposit when you deposit 10. And we'll take a look at Super Bowl odds here later on. But let's go ahead and get into who are the most or the 3 most important transfers to like hit on. Now, these might be, I don't know if these guys are like have the most notoriety coming in here, okay? But these are guys that they must play well in order for us to have a good year. Number 1, Bo Hughley. Man, I thought this guy was a backup coming in here because Jordan Seaton was here when he committed, right? But Jordan Seaton is now gone. He is off to LSU. If you wonder what my thoughts are on him, you can go watch my video I posted like over a week ago on him. But we are moving forward. My Taco Bell Jordan Seaton shirt is gone. Okay. Bo Hughley is here. Maybe he'll get a Taco Bell deal. We'll have to see. 6'7", 295 pounds, coming over from Georgia. And Georgia has great offensive lines. They do. Okay. Now, he was a part-time player. Started 2 games this year. He struggled a little bit, looks like grades-wise, against like Auburn. Yeah, maybe just one bad game against Auburn. Okay. Maybe one bad snap against Mississippi State. But overall, I mean, 70.7 in pass blocking. Okay, that's respectable on 247 snaps. And a 59.3 in run blocking. Okay, we can work with that. We can work with that. Did not give a sack up on the entire year, which is really great. But my guess right now is that he at least right now, he's the favorite to be the left tackle this year. All right? We need Bo Hughley protecting the blind side, man. Absolutely. Now, you guys might think, okay, maybe Bo Hughley goes to right tackle and then we kick Larry Johnson inside. Then that's a whole other conversation. But I think, he's played some snaps at left tackle. You see 73 this year. Okay, more at right tackle. But I think Bo Hughley's going to be that left tackle right now. We'll see how things look in spring practice here in about a month or so. But, man, we need him to have a big year. Got to keep Julian Lewis upright. He's a transfer that we absolutely need to hit if this offensive line is going to do a good enough job to help us win some games this year, okay? So, has played a few years over at Georgia, but if he wins the starting job here at Colorado, whether that's left or right tackle, in this scenario, left tackle, this would be the first time that he's, coming into the season as a starter somewhere. And going into your 4th year, hey, go and win a starting left tackle position. Okay, Bo, you're like 22 years old now. Get it done. We need you. Number 2, especially with Ezra Christensen, his eligibility is still being up in the air. We'll find out here in likely about a couple of weeks if he'll actually be on the team, even though he signed with the team, right? But Dylan Manuel, man. Dylan Manuel is absolutely crucial. I still feel like we're a little light with our defensive tackles, just in the interior of the defensive line. Now, we did bring in Samu Teumanu Pepe, I believe is his name, who's like 376 pounds. You're probably not playing a guy that big like a ton of snaps, like starting level snaps. Dylan Manuel, 6'1", 300 pounds. He's going to be a mainstay on this defensive line. And he played at Charleston Southern, I believe. That's like FCS program, if I remember correctly. And then Appalachian State. Okay. So he's gone up a level every single year. Last year, he had 3 sacks, 4 hits, 12 hurries. and 30 tackles from a defensive tackle position. Graded out 73.1 against the run, 69.8 in the pass rush. Only 3 missed tackles on the season, 12 stops. Over a third of his tackles were ending drives for the offense. We need him to kind of keep that same production while elevating, his level of competition. But if Dylan Manuel can do that, that would be great. We need kind of that alpha, that top dog on the interior of the D-line. We need that guy. We've been looking for that guy ever since Chidozie left. Maybe Dylan Manuel is that guy. But if he doesn't hit, and we don't exactly right now have a ton of size outside of Teumana Pepe, I think maybe Cedric Smith, he's like 320 pounds. But yeah, I think Dylan Manuel, Cedric Smith, and Teumana Pepe are our only defensive linemen that we have right now over 300 pounds. Now, obviously, a lot can change in the offseason. Guys can add weight. Hopefully, it's good weight. But we can't have our interior D-line being Swiss cheese. We can't. 2 of these 3 guys I've talked about are trench players. This is incredibly important for us to have a winning football season, is having guys that really step up and play well, moving up into, Big 12 competition. And lastly, I think a guy we're going to spend talking a lot about, a guy that I have liked what he's had to say. His goal coming here to Colorado, obviously, is to win, but also with him, go one and done. Go one and done to the NFL, not back to the SEC. No, I'm not talking about that. Go one and done. And he can definitely do it if he stays focused, keeps the main thing. And he also has, teammates to help keep him focused. I think everything's off to a good start right now for Boo Carter. No doubt about it. He's who I had in the thumbnail right now. 5'11", 200 pounds. He'll play that kind of rover slot corner role. He is a tremendous tackler. Now, I know he had 5 missed tackles this year. Oh, man. I guess his missed tackle percentage has been higher than I would have thought. 12 missed tackles in his career. But if he is able to focus with this change of scenery, if it's good for him, man, he will raise his level of play to being an all-conference defensive player in the Big 12. I believe that's his potential. And if you got a guy in the secondary that's an all-conference level player, combine that with the rest of the guys that we got, the quarterback that we got, I think we can have a really good football team this year. No doubt about it. But the biggest thing for Boo isn't who else is on the field. It's Boo making sure Boo is ready to go. Boo do what Boo wants. Boo wants to go to the NFL. He's got to grind this year. And again, you just watch the way he plays. He could be our best player on defense this year. That's his ceiling. Okay. Will he get there? We'll have to see. But yeah, this was a guy that if we hit on, he can absolutely change the level of this defense. So those are 3 guys. Again, probably not the most guys that we brought in that were like all conference at certain places, right? Well, Dylan Manuel might have been at App State. And, Boo Carter was, I think, an SEC freshman All-American the year prior. So whatever. But we've brought in more guys that have a little bit notoriety than these 3. Now, if the guys that we've brought in with more notoriety, more buzz around them, if they're able to ball out plus these 3, hey, that means we're definitely going bowling, okay, at minimum. And that's what I want to see from this team. I want to see this team bounce back, respond, become a winning program again, play like a winning program, win a bowl game. And, hey, if they take care of business, it's the Big 12. Anything can happen. We still don't know what this team's going to look like. We just don't. Your guess is as good as mine. College football is AAU. We'll see how it all comes together. Got 110 people in here. Thank you so much. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It's been a little while since I've done a live stream. If you guys are just tuning in right now, get a good look of the setup because it's gone after this. Moving to another part of town tomorrow. So later this week, you guys are going to see a nice little new setup, and hopefully I make it look a little bit better. But Shout out to Kalshi again for sponsoring the video. Link to join is in the description, where you'll get a $10 bonus once you deposit 10. Right now, I'm surprised to see Seattle is 68%. I thought this would be a little bit closer, but honestly, my money is on the Seahawks to beat the Patriots. Man, let's be real. Let's be real. Sam Darnold needs to be a Super Bowl champion. Yeah, see, here it is right now. Thank you to Kalshi for sponsoring the channel. We'll go ahead and get to some of your comments, and then I'm going to go eat some pizza. Now, oh yes, Joe Kidd coming out here saying Hopper. Yes, and I'm expecting Hopper to absolutely bring it. No doubt about it. Santana Hopper is going to be awesome. Big Dave, what's going on? Oh yeah, Joe, you're right there too. We have to stop the run. Yes. Yeah, Hopper was another guy that I was thinking about putting in this video, but he's a little too good. I was trying to get guys that are like kind of sleepers a little bit, but yes, Hopper is key, man. He must be fantastic. But I would say he's one of the top guys that we brought in this year, right? Wouldn't you say? Cam Duncan says in Colorado, several DTs coming in later that haven't been announced, but that will come in the summer. The DTs are fine. Yeah, I'm sure some programs are also in the same boat. Maybe not necessarily at defensive tackle, but you're probably trying to get your grad transfers lined up and all that for the summer. So yeah, defensive tackle. I mean, you can just look at the depth chart or the scholarship charts right now. You can just kind of see based on like a numbers perspective that needs to be an area of focus for the summer. So yes, you need to be killing it. Maybe about Samu Teumana-Pepe, they need to help him lose weight. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. I wonder if he got down to like 350 where he'd be at. We'll have to see. Yeah, hopefully they add a defensive tackle coach too. Yeah, man, I'm there with you. Strange, you guys probably saw this on Well Off that Warren Sapp wasn't on the assistant coach list, but then he's been there like for winter workouts. I don't know. I've kind of soured on Warren Sapp a little bit over this past season. So I wouldn't mind another defensive tackle coach. It's hard, man, when your defense was as bad as it was to just be like super attached to any of these defensive coaches staying, right? I even feel the same way about Robert Livingston. Hey, you'll find out. You'll find out what part of town, northwest. Hey, we'll find out. I will say it's just a little bit closer to downtown, which is nice. And yeah, I like being downtown. And now the new Spurs stadium is going to be downtown. So, Dave Sapp was fine in 2024. Don't give up on him. Yeah. I don't like my football coaches getting drunk and getting into fights with people at the national championship game, man. I just don't. So, bro, yes, he's absolutely a sleeper. We are lucky to have him, but he is a superstar. Watch. Well, he didn't play like a superstar last year at all. And that's why, again, his potential is superstar. No doubt about it. But he hasn't played like it. And this is the right situation for him. I think he can absolutely realize that and go to the NFL. Much like, I guess, Colton Hood had I guess this was his first real year getting, starting reps, and now he's off probably, a top 60 pick or so in the NFL draft. That's awesome. Maybe the same thing can happen for Boo, but man, come on, stop trying to nitpick this list. All right. I'm coming on here trying to talk buffs. What are we doing? D. Lou was the one in 2024. Yeah. Linebackers looking thin, says Dante. I think we're about fine. I mean, I think we got 3 that I think would be better than any of the linebackers we had last year. Now, after those 3, where are we at? I don't know. But I like ESPN. I like the guy Lafau that we got from Texas, and then we got Martinez from New Mexico State. Now, I know that, maybe those guys, maybe Martinez is a little bit more shot in the dark. Reggie Hughes was an all-conference guy before he came out here. from Jacksonville State. So yeah, but I think realistically we've done about as good as you can do at linebacker in our position. I think. I think. I still got questions about secondary depth. Again, really just a lot of the depth on the defensive side of the ball. But I feel great about where we're at with wide receiver. I feel pretty good about where we're at with running back. I mean, if Richard Young is able to really step up, that would be great. Or I did like a little short yesterday on Jaquale Smith. I mean, if he's able to take another step this year, I mean, that guy can really play. But yeah, like I like the idea of Richard Young, man. So yeah, we'll have to see, man. Linebackers thin. Yeah, we expect like 15 deep or something, man. That's how it feels like sometimes, man. I mean, we did bring in a starter from the University of Texas. All right. Now, I know he's not like the best three down linebacker, but again, beggars can't be choosers for as bad as the linebacker play has been. And guys, we also got a better linebackers coach right now in Chris Marv. Also, shout out to Notre Dame. Said that Coach Hart is in the mix for linebackers coach over at Notre Dame. Man, that would be crazy if he gets that. Congratulations to him, right? But Chris Marv should be able to get more out of these guys, right? Hopefully. Yeah, I would say that too. I would say that too right now, Joe Kidd. I would say edge and linebacker would should be a strength of this team. That's how I feel as well. Who needs to go, Coach Hart? Man. Yeah, again, Dante, at the end of the day, a lot of these guys we brought in are coming up to the Power Four level for the first time. It's worked for other schools. I think it will work more often than not for us this year. Obviously, Indiana is the best example you could find out there. But I think that these guys can give us good play. And I love the wide receivers that we've brought in. Of course, we did bring in more from Texas, but a lot of our transfers have been guys that are at least All American at their positions. And I believe wasn't Lampron an All American at Bowling Green? It's a little bit different than just being All Conference. Um, but yeah, I mean, again, when half your roster plus turns over every year, you don't really know what team you got. Um, so we're about to find out. Hart was fine. I guess you could say he was fine. Okay, with Bentley and Hill Green, you guys got to stop. He was demoted, but he just delivered a great recruiting class. He's good to have around. I would say he's good for the vibes as well, Joe Kidd. I would say his strength is in recruiting, and yeah, not the best linebackers coach. He's not. Um, but yeah, he can recruit, and you got to give him credit for bringing in Hill Green and Bentley for sure. Did they get a receivers coach? No, I believe it's going to be Jason Phillips again this year. So we'll see how the room looks this year. Again, he is one of those other guys that I'm kind of meh on right now. We'll have to see how it looks. Rick really likes the safety room. Yes, you got Rambo from Vanderbilt. You got Boo Carter. You got Hardy from Oklahoma, and then you got Mitchell, who's also from New Mexico State, I want to say. But yeah, Jaden Hardy's a guy that I'm very, very intrigued about too, man. I think probably the starting safeties you'll see, my guess this early on will be Randon and Mitchell, and then Boo will be playing that star role that I think he'll be really good at. But yeah, man, I can't wait to see. I think, man, Randon with number 7, man. I love that. I'm gonna have to get a Boo Carter jersey. I might get it uh, customized, say buffed and Boo. We'll have to see. But Boo Carter jersey, I'm gonna be the leader of the Boo Carter fan club. Okay, all right. I was the Boo Carter hater club before. Now I'm leader of the Boo Carter fan club, and I just hope he continues to do awesome. So I'm gonna have to get his jersey, and maybe Randone after that. Randon. I forget how to pronounce his name. Yeah, let's see here. Gearhead, what's going on, man? I'm thinking the deepest spot on the team is slot receiver with Scudero, Perry, Campbell, Gibson. Yes, 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 yes. Gibson goes from like top slot guy or number 2 slot guy to number 4. And honestly, I'd be interested in seeing what Farrakhan can do more in the slot. Joseph Williams can play in the slot too. We have a lot of like interchangeability, I feel, right now with the positions our wide receivers can play within the different wide receiver roles. But yeah, man, I'm real pumped up. I would expect our top wide receivers. I mean, man, I think our top 5 is really, really solid with Moore, Williams, Scudero, Perry, Campbell, and all these other guys. Man, they're gonna be scratching and clawing to be the 6th guy on the depth chart. Man, it's gonna be fun, man. Hey, Dave's gonna be the leader of the Stiddy fan club next year, dude. I still am, man. Jared Stidham, man. If it doesn't snow, we're in the Super Bowl. It just happens. Also, if you didn't fumble it like freaking Gavin Cold, shot put in a pass, we're in the Super Bowl, man. But that's okay. Saves us the national embarrassment of getting destroyed by the Seahawks. I can live with that. This is a great point. The linebackers we got are grown men like Indiana. Yes. If we can get our average age up to about 24 years old, we're going to be winning some games going up against some, 19, 20-year-old kids for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Peyton needs to kick that field goal. Yes, you're absolutely right. What else we got, man? Oh, people fighting in the comments about how good or how bad this team's going to be. Guys, we really don't know. We really don't know. Now, I know, the goal every year is to go in the conference, right? We're not going to be conference favorites going into it, man. I really hope we can, if some of these guys that I talked about really reach close to their potential, I think we could be, in striking distance of playing for a conference championship. That requires, man, a lot of the guys that we invest money in to return that expected value. And then some of the guys that we brought in after that for them to maybe even exceed what we've expected from them or are expecting from them. But again, it's the Big 12. It's college football, especially in this age. Anything can happen. I will say right now, all I want as a fan, and this is how it's been for 3 years, can you win a freaking bowl game? I know people don't care about it anymore. Nobody cares about bowl games. But we're the only Power 4 team in the last 20 years not to win a bowl game. I don't care what it is, man. Start a bowl game for 4 and 8 teams. No, I'm just playing. But let's have a winning season. Let's win a bowl game. Heck, if we win the conference, man, and go to the college football playoff, that would just be the most amazing thing ever. And if some of these players hit, man, anything's possible, man. Anything is possible. The Seattle Seahawks. I mean, dude, 2 years ago, did you think they'd be in the Super Bowl? 2 years ago, did you think Sam Darnold would be playing in the Super Bowl? Anything can happen, man. 2 years ago, did you think Indiana was going to be going undefeated, just dominating the entire competition along the way, just destroying Big Ten competition? Indiana, guys? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, y'all have a wonderful evening. I'll be back again tomorrow. Appreciate you guys as always. Let's go Buffs.